When the emergency calls come in, the people in the dispatch center have a few seconds to make a decision on which ambulance to send.
I've contacted the ambulance team. They have set off right now.
And the ambulance has to respond in the shortest time possible.
Speed is of essence because definitely every minute counts.
The Red Cross Emergency Dispatch Center responds to over 12,000 calls a year.
Out of those, you find about 3,000 of them are fatal. If the person does not receive appropriate care within the first 1 hour of getting an injury, somebody whose life could have been saved might die just because they didn't receive that care immediately.
So we encourage the community and the lower level health facilities to utilize the ambulance services in the Red Cross office.
Because we have the crew on board that can stabilize the patient before they come to us.
We do have 21 ambulances that are supported by the Government of Uganda, and we work in collaboration with the Ministry of Health. We have a call and dispatch center here at the headquarters that coordinates the movements of these ambulances. So they are positioned along the major highways to respond to road traffic injuries.
We are normally 3 on the ambulance. You find I am there as a driver, and then we have the EMT, emergency medical technician, with the volunteer, community volunteer.
How many are they? This wound needs to be bandaged because this bleeding seems to be a bit active.
The public should embrace the ambulance services. Ambulance services are different from the common patient transport vehicles. And if they use these ambulances, we will see reduction in mortality related to traffic injuries, and then the overall health will also improve.
So I urge the public that in case you witness an accident or you are involved in an accident, please call this toll-free line that is 0800-211-088 for response. I know there are also many other medical emergencies, but because of the constraints in funding, we are not able to respond to all. However, what we do support is that we coordinate with other ambulance service providers, because we know KCCA has ambulances, the Ministry of Health has ambulances, there are other partners that do have ambulances. So if you have any other medical emergency that is not road traffic injury, please still feel free to call this toll-free line, and our teams will coordinate and link you up with the right ambulance service that can support.
Ever since the inaugural event in 2019, the Red Cross Emergency Unit has been going from strength to strength. In 2022, a total of 2,709 cases were handled by the Red Cross Emergency Unit. 1,414 road traffic-related cases, 620 Ebola-related cases, 127 COVID-19 related cases, and 548 other general emergencies.
We really thank the Government of Uganda for this support that they are giving us to run our ambulance services, because really without this funding we did not have any intervention to rescue people on the roads, and it's making a big difference in our emergency services in this country.
Though the government has put a lot of effort, our budget still falls short.
Our appeal to the government is to continue supporting Uganda Red Cross, but also to increase funding generally to emergency medical services, because there is a big gap. 21 is like a drop in the ocean, but also other ambulance service providers and the hospitals are struggling in terms of the emergency medical services. It's not only the ambulances, but also at the health facilities. When we take there the patients, we see that there are gaps. So our appeal is to the government to increase funding to emergency medical services as a whole.